guys.
Hi everyone. Good afternoon, wherever you are in Europe or in Australia also. I think they can watch because I think it's 10 p.m. there at the moment. So if you're from Australia, big hello to you as well. So the most familiar face here is VLADANA, who represented Montenegro at 2022 Eurovision Song Contest in Italy. It's nice to see you again, obviously, but we are actually now, how many kilometers apart? Where are you now?
I'm on our coast in Herceg-Novi. You can see the sea behind me, the Adriatic Sea. I'm on my terrace. It's a little bit colder today than yesterday, and you can already swim. But I caught a cold. Yesterday I had a 39 temperature, so I cannot go and swim this weekend, but I hope next weekend I'll be better, so I can go to the sea again. And I don't know if they heard at the beginning, but I missed so much of those hi guys. Hi guys. Every Eurovision video for social networks was beginning with hi guys, and I miss them.
It's one of the
I miss it the most.
But one of the trillion things you're probably missing right now. Okay, so I'm in Cologne, so we are, I think, around 2,000 kilometers apart. And I hope we will have a lot of people watching, maybe asking questions, just to maybe share a few practical information. Besides watching, obviously, you can ask questions, leave comments, and we'll also have some guests if we are lucky. And when I say lucky, I mean in terms of, technical requirements. Sometimes these streams don't really work properly. But fingers crossed that we will be lucky. And if so, Mia Dimšić will join us from Croatia. She's also on the road, but said she will find a few minutes to join and chit-chat with VLADANA and all the crowd out there. Also, Andrea from North Macedonia. It would be really nice to see her again and share some thoughts. And Darko Dimitrov, who is composer or co-author of your entry. And we also invited Konstrakta from Serbia, but we are not sure if she will have time to join, although she said
told me she's somewhere in traffic,
Okay, let's see.
In the car,
maybe
so...
It will be enough if she just finds a minute to say hello. Anyway, the reason why we gathered, we thought it would be nice to basically, share some anecdotes, stories, feelings, thoughts after everything that happened. It was really, really long journey, right? Which for you started at the end of last year. So 5 months, that's a lot. And let's start with the most obvious question. So obviously it has been a week or a bit more actually since your performance in Turin in the second semi-final. So how do you feel?
10 days actually.
Oh, so you're counting.
Yeah, I'm counting. When 10 days are over, I'm not counting anymore. Everything in life.
Okay, so tell us, how do you feel, except feeling tired? Are you relieved, free, sad, disappointed?
Oh, no. I'm so happy everything finished. I'm so happy because those 3 months, or 4 actually, were so exhausting in the end. And I thought I cannot... I have to be healthy. Biti zdrava, all this time to go through this. And afterwards, I can be, sick. And now I'm sick. So, my immunity fell down after everything because I gave in so much to represent everything in the best way I can with my team together. And in the end, I can say I'm really satisfied with our performance, even it didn't go everything like we planned to go to, but we're happy because before my performance and when I was chosen to represent Montenegro, in the beginning I said the only purpose of mine is to represent it in a way I want it and to share my message. I didn't think about rankings, entering into final and everything, because Eurovision is a song contest of countries, and I don't know. I don't think the winning is the most important thing. The main thing is that they remember you, they remember your song, your message, and they remember the country entry as a good one. So I think this one was the good one of Montenegro, and I got the messages that it was one of the best, and the results in the voting isn't something that is so important. Eurovision is a show, you know. It's not too important in everyday life.
But tell
You
me,
have to have fun.
If I got it right, you don't really have any regrets.
No, I only have regrets in that part of our staging, and I have to admit, I have to repeat once again that it was not as we planned, and it was not our fault. It's the organizer's fault, and that's the truth. So we sent our idea a month or 40 days before Eurovision, what we wanted from them to prepare for us, and we didn't got it. The animation was so simple. The animation didn't represent what we wanted to represent with my song, and they didn't want to send us the original animation so we can improve it. They didn't want to give us the animation when we got there. We sent them the camera angles and everything, and a week before, when we got our stand-in video, the lights and the camera angles were all like false. They were not as we wanted to. So we tried to act when we were entering, and we got something, but it wasn't like in the end it wasn't our main idea. But in the end, when you see my performance, it's satisfying. It's not the best, but it's satisfying, I think, in the visual way.
Here's one of the questions.
I mean, in the visual way, yeah.
From people who are obviously watching, what do you think about the results in the end, not just yours, but your entire semi-final? And I will add a question to that because it's kind of similar. What was your first thought after realizing Montenegro it's not going to be part of the final?
I was not surprised. I don't know why don't people think like me. Montenegro is one of 5 small countries that night performing, together with Malta, Cyprus, San Marino, North Macedonia, and help me. Yes, we were the 5th one. All 5 small countries, and they enter into final like once in a while. We don't have a great diaspora. We don't. And that second semi was maybe the most difficult one in last years. There were so many great songs. So 10 songs to enter the final. It was so hard to. And people don't think because Montenegro and Serbia were one country once. And when we are together in one semi, it's so hard for both countries to enter the finals because the diaspora is always gonna give, our diaspora is always gonna give, I think Serbia and Montenegro is always gonna vote maybe 70% for Serbia and 30% for Montenegro. So Montenegro has really small chances to enter. It doesn't matter the song, the performance.
Yeah, makes sense. But
So
I
didn't
continue?
I didn't really have had those dreams about entering into final, really. So I didn't disappoint in the end.
Okay, I had actually a different question, but I've seen one that fits now from Alexander. Will you write Montenegrin version of the song?
I don't know. I think if I don't do it in these 20 days and I'm not inspired to, I won't do it because it's going to get old. And I don't think this song is like you can listen it all day. It's not that kind of song. It's a more, I don't know, a show song for Eurovision Britain. It's not like a radio song. The only radio songs for me from this Eurovision are Portuguese, Netherlands, and Greece. You can listen to them on the radio. It's my opinion. So I don't think I'm gonna focus on recording something new.
Okay. Have you watched your performance at all?
Yes, of course.
How many times?
Not too much. I watched it maybe 5 times. I watched it because I wanted to see the camera angles and my performing, and I was really satisfied with my performing. It was emotional, and that was the most important because the music is about the emotions. You don't have to be. I was like clear in my singing. I didn't have any mistakes, but in the end, the emotions are the most important when you sing. And I gave them, and I felt them on the stage, and that is what I'm going to remember about my staging on Eurovision.
By the way, you have invites from Asia, which is a bit odd, as we were kind of making fun or internal jokes, and yeah, exactly, some kind of jokes that it would be interesting if you would sing your song in
Korean,
exactly, Korean or Chinese,
like a K-pop, like a K-pop.
Exactly,
No,
K-pop
no,
song.
no. I won't record any versions. Eurovision is done. That was the Eurovision song, Montenegrin entry, so I'm done with that.
Although you've kind of answered this question, since we were talking about your performance, is there anything else that you would change if you could? Basically, you mentioned staging, but everything else, it was
I would change. Everything was perfect except the staging, and if the staging was like we wanted to, it would be more perfect. It would be maybe the best Montenegro staging ever, but if I know that was a great lesson. If I could repeat it, I would know at the beginning what to do. But everything in life is a lesson, so it's an experience more.
Okay, this question is a bit. I might have a fun question. I've talked to quite a few journalists, and everyone wanted to know if Leon E means Leon the First. No, it's actually my middle name. But I get the joke. Anyway, all in all, what I definitely want to ask you after this really, really long journey, was it pleasant or was it too much at some point?
It was too much at some point. I tried to go on every Eurovision pre-party except London because I wanted to spend the public money the best way to make our entry more visible, because I can say that in previous years it wasn't so visible where the money goes. So I wanted to get the most from everything Eurovision gives you with those pre-parties, and to get experience from those stages, to meet the fans. And it's at some point it was too exhausting. Yeah. But in the end, I'm very happy I've done all that.
Nice to hear that. Would you consider taking part again?
Oh, now not. No.
Maybe in 10 years.
I don't know. I
Never
can
say
never
never.
say never. Never say never. But from this point of view, no. I think it's maybe more for young people.
Okay. You mean because mainly there's a lot of activity on social media? That's the reason, or you just think Eurovision is all grandma and it's not interesting for different generations? Or how do you see this? And there was one of the questions I saw here was like, are you Eurovision fan at all?
No. I'm not a Euro fan, I have to admit. Everything was surprising to me, and I already said that it was surprising to me to go on Eurovision, represent my country, because I didn't plan that, and I didn't watch Eurovision for years because there are too many things that affect Eurovision. It is not like it wasn't like 20 years ago. So I think it's more for younger performers to give them a chance to perform and represent the country. And because of the social media, in a way, because of the LGBT population is more popular within them. It's more about the staging, not too much connected to the quality of songs. Eurovision is a show, more show than a song contest.
Absolutely. I guess many people or fans want to know what's going to happen next. Are you considering to record some new songs or any other projects in mind?
Well, I'm considering singing again, but still don't know what. That's the main problem. It's going to be different from my Montenegrin entry, Breathe. That was only a Eurovision kind of power ballad, and I'm not into that kind of, I can say, music. I'm more for synth pop, electronic, and that kind of music. So I will see with whom I can cooperate, and maybe on English again, because I like to sing on English. And about other projects, I'm thinking on having some kind of a show, but we will see.
Okay. I have something here that I would like to play briefly, since you just opened the discussion on what kind of person are you musically. So I'm sure you're not going to be surprised, but maybe your fans will.
Okay.
Let's see. So the video is this.
But the story I'm told is your heart is as black as night. Your lips are sweet, such that I can't compete. But your heart is as black as night. I don't know why you came along at such a perfect time. But if I let you hang around, I'm bound to your hands may be strong, but the feelings are all wrong. Your heart is as black as night.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
is
this
real
was 8
VLADANA?
years ago in
Mhm.
Norway, in a club in Norway. And I jumped on the stage with some Norwegian jazz bands,
Mhm.
and I said them, let's sing. So, yes, this is more VLADANA. But we all know that this kind of music is not popular in Montenegro, in Balkans. It's a jazz. So, if I could choose to sing, this is what suits me the most to my voice. Yes.
Okay, we'll talk about this a bit later as well, but we have one of our guests that we announced, and it's Andrea from North Macedonia. So I will let her join the stream. Hi, Andrea.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Let me do
I will
that.
let
Kaj ste ve Makedončina?
Eve sme, odmarame.
I will let you two chit-chat a bit. So if anyone wants to ask a question, please write a comment because they pop up directly into the stream. So, pay attention to that. So I'm leaving you guys, but really nice to see you, Andrea, again. You look really fresh. So
Yeah, you look so fresh. I don't.
I am not. My voice is still not back. It's a struggle. I just came to Berovo, which is like in Macedonia on the more of the mountain side, because I want to be in peace a little bit. I really do need the relaxation part. I think VLADANA can
you can see behind me the relaxation part. You see?
Yeah. It's
the
insane.
sea.
Yeah. Top. Kako si?
I'm sick. I had temperature last night, yes. And a few days ago, my doctor said that I had hurt my
vocal cords.
Vocal cords on my right side. But it's not because of the singing; it's because of the stress. After stress.
Yeah, same. I lost my voice when I came back to Macedonia. I was like, yeah, because you're all super intense. You work super hard and you practice super hard, and when it's over, your body feels it immediately. So yeah, I mean, I got sick as well when I came back. I think everybody did. But I kind of miss it. Honestly, I wish I can go back and perform again and again.
You miss it? That is what I was telling before. Maybe Eurovision is for younger people like you. I'm so done with Eurovision, I wouldn't come back now. I need some rest and making some new music, and I wouldn't come back.
Yeah,
I'm so exhausted. I will remember of that stage in those 3 minutes for all my life. Of course, it was incredible. It maybe was the best 3 minutes of my life, but for now, I wouldn't repeat it.
I wouldn't as well. Maybe like in 3 to 5 years if I could, but like if I can, obviously. But like it is super hard. It's very stressful as well. But at the same time, I enjoyed Turin so much. Even though I was sick, I was losing my voice right, left, and center. I had allergies. I had my inhalator.
Oh my God.
It was this past 2 weeks have been intense for me for sure. But like being there and being on stage is like you find your sense of where you belong, and you just don't ever want to leave. I talked with my friends. I was like, I want to say that I want to go back, but at the same time, I want to say, give me new experiences, because this was amazing. So now I want to see what's next. You know what I mean? I want to make music. I want to be on a different stage. It's just going to be great. That's what I think.
Yes. And what would you change now if you could go again, but this year, and now you know everything? What would you change?
I guess the only thing that I would have to change is like what I did change, but I wish I changed it sooner, is like my perception of it all, my psychological aspect of not being afraid. And then if I miss something, or if I'm not vocally perfect, that's not the end of the world, because if people like feel what you're trying to sing and what you're trying to portray is much more important than, oh, but
then
what
to
if
be
this, but what if
clear,
this
to be
happened?
perfect. Yes.
Yeah,
It's
just to
about
be more,
emotion. Yeah.
just to be more calm, because at the end when I was on that stage, I felt so calm, so present, so centered, and I wish I had that earlier, so it would be like more. I wish I understood it more, because when this for us is like the first big thing that's ever happened, and you don't know how to navigate, you don't know how to feel it. And right now I'm like, wow, I've changed, I've grown so much this past 2 months, 3 or whatever, and like I'm super excited to see what's next. I think that's what's exciting for everybody, because Eurovision is such a stepping stone into our career. Let's just have fun and enjoy it, you know?
And it's good when it happens to you when you're younger.
So
you passed more steps in one.
Yeah.
It's a great experience. Yeah.
How is it for you? What would you change if you could change something?
Well, I would change many things. I would be really more relaxed, yes.
Yeah.
But since I know how be a part of me, be perfect, called be perfect, is actually overwhelming. I don't know, would I be more relaxed again? And I would change some things in communication and regarding my staging when I think of my performance. But I cannot say that I didn't enjoy, because I really enjoyed all this Eurovision journey and all those pre-parties and meeting new people, friends, meeting you. So
fun. Yeah. I mean, I think that that's like the hardest thing of it all, because I mean, I cried a lot after like the second semifinal, because I was like, it wasn't like crying, oh, we didn't get into the final. It didn't matter at the end of the day, because I did what I was supposed to do on the stage. But it was like, oh my God, this is over, and I'm not gonna see these people for a very long time. And that made me really sad. I was even sad before going to turn. I was like, but this is gonna finish, because I feel like I'm in camp with my favorite friends, and I'm like, well, now I have to go home, but I'm in college now. You know how boring that is. Like,
yes. It's like this. All Eurovision journey is a kind of a, European excursion, when you meet new people from other countries and you make some new friendships, and everything's about music reuniting and being together. And why do you think that you're not gonna meet them? What do you think if we make some Andrea party in Montenegro next year? So we gather all the contestants.
I would think
about that.
I would love that.
Yeah, I would love that.
But it's like, I know that.
And you wouldn't be under so much pressure, because you're not Eurovision contestant anymore.
You can just fuck up and don't care.
Yeah.
Just have some fun. Yeah, I don't know. I would love to do that with anybody. Honestly, I keep in touch with some of the contestants, and we're like, oh, I want to come see you. Oh, come see me. I'll come see you. Like, let's do a collab. Let's do something, because why not? I mean, it's music. It's fun. People like to listen to music, and let's just enjoy it as well.
In the end of the day, yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I love it how people still ask us, "Are you sad that you didn't qualify?"
Yeah.
I'm not. Are you?
No, I wasn't sad. I wasn't even cry. Yeah, you cried because you told why you cried. I wasn't, because I didn't expect to enter the finals. I learned through life, when I lower my expectations, I want to be disappointed, when I don't have expectations. And if something good happens, you're going to be happy. If something bad happens, you're not going to be disappointed. So that's maturity. And the thing I was a little bit sad is my son was in the crowd, and he was expecting. Yes, he was with my family. Yeah, he was in the audience. And when I saw him after the show,
was sad.
He was so sad. He a little bit cried, and that made me sad, because he thought that something is wrong with you if you don't enter the finals. So I explained everything to him, and now he's okay.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have expectations, but let's just put it very like on the table is like we were in the harder semifinal, in my opinion.
Yes, I
In
said
my
that
opinion,
before.
even before we went to Eurovision, when I saw the countries, I was like, oh, so all of the favorite songs are in our semifinal.
Are in the second semifinal. Yes.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, so getting into the final is gonna be hard. I had the same mentality as well. I was like, oh, I'm coming from a small country. I don't think people from the diaspora are gonna vote that much because people don't care.
And that's the truth.
And that's the truth, yeah. I mean, it's Eurovision.
Yes, no small country entered that night. No Malta, San Marino, Macedonia, Montenegro, and Cyprus.
Yeah, it's whatever. That's why I didn't care. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go on stage and I'm gonna give the best performance of my life.
Because that is what yes, and that performance is gonna stay until you're forever. Yeah. And that's the most important thing. When you see it, yes, I'm very happy with it. I would be so mad on myself if I made some mistake, because on my general rehearsal, when I got on the stage, at the beginning, I sang everything well. But at the beginning, the only thought I had in my head was, oh my God, I'm forgetting the lyrics. What's the next? I'm forgetting the lyrics. What is happening?
The same thing happened to me before going on stage. I actually think on the 11th when there was the jury show.
Mm-hmm. The jury show. I'm talking about the jury show, yeah.
I killed it. I even sang better there than I did on the actual broadcast. And I was like, well, it is what it is. But I'm so happy. I'm so happy with how much I've grown as a performer and as everything. So I look back at my performance. I was like, shit, I'm proud of you, because rehearsals have been hard sometimes, sometimes it's not going to be your day. You're not going to sing well. And that's going to put a lot of pressure on you. And just coming out the other side's much, much stronger and much, much wiser is happy for me as a person that's 22 years old. So I can navigate things better now,
Yeah. And that is what is Eurovision for, to help us in a way.
Yeah.
I have a few questions for both of you girls. One of them is give your at least highest points, 12, 10, and 8 for this year's entry. So what were your favorites?
VLADANA, you want to go first?
Okay. So should I say from all countries or only those in the final?
No. You can pick any.
Okay. Well, from any, I already said that my favorite entry was the Portuguese Maro, because I like that kind of Portuguese sound. Yeah.
Beautiful.
So I would give them 12 points to Maro.
Mm-hmm.
10 I would give to Constructa, because she was, I don't know, she was unique.
Mm-hmm.
For uniqueness. I would give 8 points to Sam Ryder. That was my second favorite in the final.
Really?
You were cheering for him. You were hoping that he will win.
I thought he was going to win, actually. I genuinely thought he was going to win.
Me too. And I was so sad because of him. And because of UK, for 30 years, did not get so much points. And this one, and this entry was so good. And other points, I would not, because I have so many favorite songs, so I could not know. But these are most my 3 favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
mine are different than yours, actually.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Even though I thought that Sam Ryder was gonna win, it wasn't my favorite song. Subjectively speaking, I don't want people to come at me.
This is our taste. Just musical taste. Yeah.
Personally, because I was at the first semifinal, Amanda, Greece's entry blew my mind. You have no idea how it sounded live. I'm not talking about broadcast. I'm not talking about YouTube, because it sounds way, way different. Experiencing that live, people were crying. It was incredible. So for that, I'm gonna say that she was one of my favorite entries. I don't know if I would give her a 12, but maybe a 12. Yeah, I love Holland's song.
Mhm.
Yes, me too.
I love
That
that
is my
song.
personal taste. I would listen to her,
Yeah, I listen to
personally,
it
and
as well.
I would record that kind of music. That's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, I love Constructa as well. She blew my mind. She's one of the coolest people I've met. She's so creative.
Yeah.
She actually portrayed a message visually, lyrically, and musically, in my opinion. Yes, she, like, I hate when people say, but she wasn't singing. She's not supposed to sing. Eurovision is not about singing. Eurovision is about a show. You can rap if you want to. So, like,
Yeah.
that's not an argument when you talk about Constructa, please. Because, like, everything about that project was so carefully crafted. It was goddamn perfect, in my opinion. And also, I gotta say that I like my Czech guys, and I will never stop mentioning them because they're one of my bestest friends, and I really, really love them and their energy and what they brought to the stage. And their song is pretty cool as well. So those are my picks. But I dance to every song. Like, what do you mean? Like, even when Hola Mi Bebe came on stage, I was like,
Yes.
yes.
I love him so much.
Yeah, there are such songs that you just basically, they entertain. You want to dance.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter. It's something that you would listen on the radio anyway. But my next question is, if you would, I don't want to say have to, but is there anyone among the artists you've met and heard there on the stage that you would consider collaborating with? Can you imagine yourself with, performing with someone? And who would that be?
Czech Republic and Germany.
Why Germany? Why Germany?
I love Malik so much, and he's not a singer. He sings, but he raps as well. His songs are more rappy, and I think that if we collab together, our voices will mesh pretty well, and he can rap and I can sing, and we can harmonize on some parts, and I think that would be very cool. And as to We Are Dami, we are just very good friends, and our energies match so good, and we love music, and I think if we just hang out, something will happen, and we would sound very great on stage. You know what I mean? Like that perspective of it.
Okay. Yeah, interesting. What about you, Vladana?
Well, I already said Maro, because I would love to sing in Portuguese again, because I love that language. It has some soul and pain in that language, in that music.
True. The language is so melodic. It's very beautiful, actually.
It's beautiful.
People are also asking about your opinion on the Spanish entry, because none of you mentioned Chanel.
Everyone, the Spanish people have to ask about their entry.
And
it's everything. Every second question, what do you think about Chanel? What do you think about Chanel?
Do you want me to answer first?
Yes, answer.
You can answer. You started. It doesn't matter.
Well, about the entry, I think the entry is very good for Eurovision, for the show. I wouldn't maybe, I don't know. I cannot see myself singing that song, but she has so much charisma, and she's so sexy, and she sings really good while dancing. And that's a great plus. So I like her. I like every Eurovision entry. I cannot, say something negative about anyone.
Yeah, she's definitely a great entertainer. I remember when we were all in Amsterdam, and not just Chanel, but also Ronella. I mean, the two of them were definitely party girls. They know how to bring the crowd on their feet. It was absolutely amazing. So,
I love Ronella. For sure, Ronella is one of the most positive people that I've met on Eurovision, and like I was like, I want to be around you. You're so cool. When it comes to Chanel, I didn't actually meet her at all, because that's how things played out. I mean, we didn't get the chance to hang out. But like, as it comes for the song, personally, it's not my type of song. But when I saw her perform on stage, I was like, God damn. Like, you can see that she worked super hard, and she's meant to be on stage, and it's just enjoyable to see, like, as a show. So she's a very good performer. She dances and she sings, like you said. That's definitely not naive. So I was kind of hoping they could win as well, because they were all in the top, like, what, 5? What was it?
Yes, she she's third one. She finished
Right?
third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was always I was like, oh my god, there's a real chance that they could win. And I said, like, if they win, I'm honestly not even gonna be mad because she performed amazing on the night.
Yeah.
If I do say so myself.
Would you two actually consider collaborating? You know, something pop, jazz?
Why not?
I don't know.
I think we're gonna fucking
Andrea,
laugh.
about jazz.
Hey, I studied jazz. Don't come at me with that shit.
Okay, sorry.
I studied jazz. Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, it's
Why
music.
not?
It's open. Something can happen. You know what I mean? Like, she is half Macedonian anyway, so we got a head start there.
We have to start from there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
think
not
people will-
excluded, so
Yeah.
we'll see.
Well, what's going on with you, Andrea? I mean, are you actually working on new tracks, album? I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but
Well, I actually have so many tracks that are unreleased, so I can chill a little bit and like let them play out, and we can release them step by step. So I have like 3 or 4 songs that are ready to go, but I'm just gonna because I don't put them out as an album, we put them out as singles. So I can rest a little bit because my voice it's very strained. It needs to rest. So I'm not planning to do something soon. I do have a performance on the 9th or like next month, but for now I just really want to relax because this has been as amazing as it is. It's super stressful and super intense, and everything has to be done every day. Like before going to Turin, I had rehearsals every day. And that takes a toll on your body because you're always under adrenaline and you want to perform every day. And when that stops, your body's like, now you're going to get sick. Now this is going to happen to you because you need to rest. So I think for everybody, not just for me, we need to rest a little bit because the fans aren't going anywhere. We will want to hang out. We want to serve new music, but we need to take care of ourselves first.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Well, I mean, we are also expecting Darko Dimitrov to join, but I guess he has some issues with the internet as well as Mia. She said that she's on the road, still trying to find.
She goes on vacay too.
Yeah. She said, I don't have any internet at the moment. It's so weird because I'm on the road. I should be having, you know, any kind of connection, but apparently that's not the case, at least now. So you two are more than welcome to chit-chat. I actually wanted to know because I didn't have time to chit-chat with Andrea, but this is also obviously a question for VLADANA as well. Fashion and outfits. So what were you wearing, Andrea, and why did you pick that outfit for the performance?
Can I say something?
Sure.
Before she starts talking? When I always visualize people firstly, you know, and when someone now mentions me, somebody from Eurovision, I'm gonna visual and I'm gonna dress him. So when I think of Andrea, I'm thinking about black and leather. Do you like it?
Yeah. As long as it's black, it's there. Actually, I worked with a stylist throughout this whole like adventure journey called Eurovision, and like I knew that I wanted to keep like this kind of androgynous style, but also when I want to be a bit more feminine, I can be a bit more feminine. When I want to be masculine more, I want to be masculine. You know, it's that type of thing, and it's very important when it comes to style. It's very important to have people that understand you in order to work with you, because if you try to make me something that I'm not going to feel comfortable, and people would realize that I'm not comfortable. So when it comes to the Eurovision stage, we just wanted to do something that was not going to, we wanted to go with simple, but also elegant, and like you can see that it's meant for stage, because I don't want to be extravagant or do something that's not needed for my own personal character and like performance wise, just because it's Eurovision. So I didn't want to stand out in a way just because it's Eurovision. I wanted to keep my style. I wanted to keep myself grounded, but also make it more stagey, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It makes. Yeah. Because I'm a simple person, so I didn't want to go all out just because it's Eurovision.
Yeah. Well, opposite to you, we have a very extravagant.
I know.
Yeah. Yes.
Even when I saw the press conference,
my
I was like,
personality,
Lady Gaga
you know?
entered the shot.
What?
When I saw you at the press conference, I was like, Lady Gaga has entered the chat. She is here. I was like, fuck.
Well, I have to say that if I had this opportunity called Eurovision, where everything is accepted and welcoming, I thought I can finally be myself on the stage,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I
yeah,
can be crazy and extravagant. In my private life, you can see I like black and leather and jeans
yeah.
and Converse. When I was younger, I was more extravagant in private life. I always, when I was little, I was wearing something crazy on my head, crazy hats. I always wanted something um, avant-garde, you know. And when
Yeah.
I thought Eurovision's gonna give me this opportunity to finally wear those clothes,
Yeah.
which are in a kind of I don't know, artsy and avant-garde.
Yeah.
So even though some of them weren't comfortable,
Yeah.
like the crazy jacket from the
Press.
yes, from the press, I felt so nice
Cool.
in that
Yeah.
and cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you definitely, if in terms of fashion, you definitely not just qualify, but you won the whole damn thing.
Yeah. I agree with that statement.
Okay, so guys, what's next? I mean, you mentioned some songs, and you're probably gonna both rest now. But
Yeah.
any other plans? Any other projects? So Vladana mentioned that you might be hosting a show or something like that, right? That's an
We'll
option.
see. We'll see about that. We have time.
Mm-hmm.
But I would love to do something, yes, on TV. And in I graduated journalism, so it's not strange to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I would love that to be connected with the music in a way.
Mm-hmm.
But if I don't have that chance, I would do something else. We'll see.
What about you,
Yeah.
Andrea?
For me, I don't know. I'm much simpler than that. I just wanna go on tour wherever I can, especially in Europe, and just have concerts and perform wherever I can, just to, because I'm young now and I can do it now physically and mentally, and just make music and connect with people, and just like, it sounds simple, but my end goal is to make my dream happen, and that's just being able to live from this and live for my own music. So I'll just focus on that at this point. Honestly, that's all I have to say for the future.
Mm-hmm. Since it's one of the questions popping up here about Montenegro, but I guess it's the same question for North Macedonia. What about next year? I don't think you are really right people to answer this question, but yeah.
What about
Taking
I
part.
will open now. Will
Yeah.
Montenegro participate next year? I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's by the way, what's the country that you miss the most? I mean, the countries that are not taking part, but they used to. Is there any
Turkey.
country?
Why didn't Turkey?
Exactly.
Turkey,
yeah.
Turkey.
Yeah,
Turkey
I was,
always had great entries,
yeah, I was
as
so
I
surprised.
remember when I was watching Eurovision. Yeah. Can I eat a banana? Even
Absolutely.
if the Norway people are not here?
Yeah, I will be here for 2 more minutes, and I'm gonna go eat because I'm
You
starving.
won't be my grandma?
Oh,
I'm kidding.
People really ask me, are they from the moon? I'm like, yeah, they cannot breathe without the masks. They have oxygen.
Yeah, Marin is reminding us also about Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Bosnia.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bosnia.
Yeah.
And it's so unfair from EBU that doesn't give them a chance to participate because they're in loans. They owe money to EBU.
Mm.
They're I think the national public service, and that's so not fair to give those countries who are poor a chance to represent, because Bosnia always had a good entry too.
Yeah, I agree with that one. Yeah.
True. Okay, well, now it's time to eat that banana if you want. Do you want to still join us, Andrea? I wanted to actually ask.
Go to lunch. Go to lunch, Andrea.
Yeah, you can go if you want to.
You're free to go. And tell me, do you already have some invitations for a kind of a Eurovision thing in Europe or something, so we can see each other? Are there some? I don't know.
If I'm being honest, I haven't opened anything, because I just really want to disconnect. As much as I stay connected, I really disconnect a lot, because I just really want to rest right now, and I don't want to overthink and think about something when I'm not ready to do so. And plus I have to change teams and all of that stuff so I can start booking stuff. So everything is kind of icky at the moment, but I will manage it. And when I do know, I will text you. I mean, I have your number, so we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah. But thank you so much for having me, though. This was nice.
It's always
Thank you for
nice to
joining
see you.
us.
Yeah.
Have fun
I
with
will
your
call you when I will call you when I come to Skopje, because I think it's going to be soon.
You should. I'm waiting.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Bye.
Bye.
So, time for a banana and a few words on your outfits, because I think all those designers deserve. Oh, well, I think you owe us a little bit of explaining what happened, what were the ideas behind it. But yeah, so let's see. I'm now trying to figure out where is the tab that I've shared, because this is not really working as I thought.
That's my Instagram, I think.
Yeah,
what
it's
I'm seeing
exactly.
There.
Okay, now
so you.
yeah, I'm staring at your Instagram now. I'm not able to follow the stream, so hopefully.
But still, there are. You cannot see from my feed all the outfits. I'm gonna share it in future, because I didn't have time to share them all. So every outfit's gonna have its place on my Instagram.
Good to know. But okay, tell us, is there anything else that you left out while talking about this outfit you were wearing on the stage?
No, but I don't think that people got it, because the people who commented, the journalists before my participation, they didn't have that information. Why? And there were so many, and I like jokes on my performance. I like to. It's so fun when I saw all those memes connected with my dress, like a satellite dish and everything. Yeah. It's so fun. So I'd like to share it, and I shared it already. But people didn't know why I have that satellite dish. We called it Halo. As you saw, the corset is luminous, and the dish and the halo, because the corset is representing the lungs, and it's luminous because when my song activates, the dress is activating and it's reacting on sound, and it was a metaphor for breathing. And so when I sing more loud, and when the song is like rising, the breathing is more like, how to say, and the dress and
the more you were breathing, the more lights was basically showing up.
Yes, and the breathing was like transferring on that halo. And on our primer idea, that breathing and that light should have been transferred into the LEDs behind me and Kinetic Sun, but it didn't happen.
And Clara, who is behind design, is actually very well-known or semi-well-known?
She's a semi-well-known because she's an electro engineer and a young designer of haute couture in Paris. And she started working with the luminous clothes 6 or 7 years ago, I think. And she worked on all those collections together with my dress, with Jeremy, I don't know his surname, but he's an engineer, software engineer who works for Google ATAP Innovations. So I'm really happy that we had so innovative and creative dress. Before in Eurovision, there were contestants who had some kind of luminous part of dresses, but there were no dress which reacts on sound. And that is something new I brought to Eurovision, and I'm very proud on that because I gave from a small country some new idea and something which comes from directly from Google Innovation Center. You know.
Well, you were wearing a variety of outfits, and most of them were crazy. But this one we are looking at now was very classy, right?
Yes.
So what was the idea behind?
Why everyone expected me to show up in something crazy on red carpet, but when I saw the venue where it's going to be La Venaria Reale, I think, the castle. When I saw how classy it is, and I thought about Italian elegance, I thought I should show up in something elegant, classy, silky, and I should wear a Montenegrin designer for the first time on those parties. So that is why I've chosen Milur white silky dress. And I think and I think that was a good option.
I will switch to another outfit, but before, since people are wondering, and this is actually occasion to share these kind of things, were there any anecdotes or funny stories or any stories people are not really aware of? I remember one, but it's up to you. Will you share it? It's about you slipping and falling down.
Yeah.
And
it's
then later
funny
on,
to people, but it wasn't funny to me because it was before my second rehearsal. Yes, second on 6th, I think, May. And it was rainy. And I slipped in front of the venue when we finished our COVID testing. And there was no one besides me. So I was flying like a Superman and I fell. And I hurt my knees, I hurt my hip, and I hurt my hand. And I was so... and I was all wet. And I couldn't change because I didn't have another pair of trousers. So there was a funny situation. Our assistant head of delegation,
Vanya, yes.
Yes, Vanya. She took a hair dryer, so she was
blowing exactly.
I
it was funny.
Yeah, it was funny, and everything was hurting, and we should prepare my dress because the yellow needs 25 minutes for preparation to put. You should put it on my back in 25 minutes, so it needs time. It takes time. So that day was so stressful for me. But in the end of the day, we have so many videos and photos from that day, and I will remember it because it was, in the end of the day, fun. Those are the things I'm gonna remember from Eurovision, except the performance. Yeah.
Okay, next outfit, the craziest, I think.
Yes, the craziest. And I thought maybe I should have this jacket for myself, but I need an extra room at my home because you need a big box for this jacket, because if you approach to the jacket, it can cut you. If you want to kill someone, you should only wear this jacket. This jacket, and together with the dress which I wore on the Eurovision Village concert, is from a young designer, gender fuck couture, XXYY Paris. And I'm very thankful for them to giving me this jacket because I think it's too cool and everyone reacted on it so nicely. Yeah,
and if I'm not mistaken, it costs around 4,000 euros or something.
Yes,
Okay,
for
here's
1,000
another one.
euros. Yeah. Yeah, this is a crazy outfit. It's from Laura Slings, a Dutch designer, young Dutch designer who worked from Victor and Rolf. And I thought it would be great if I'm wearing in Amsterdam some Dutch designer. So it really goes. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't go with my song, but it was for the press in Amsterdam, and it's very comfortable, even if it doesn't look like. And this one is the luminous dress by Aurora Salamanca, Italian designer, which I wore, from which I worn few dresses more. She's more elegant. She's like classy, elegant, a little bit artsy. Yeah.
Yeah, this one. And here's something that you wore. Where was this? In Madrid.
It's Montenegro. It's again from Montenegrin Melur. It's for the purple carpet in Madrid. Again, the same designer as the white dress in Turin. Red carpet, yeah. Turquoise carpet. And this is again Aurora Salamanca. It's from her collection. I think it's from graduation collection, and it's very interesting. Glass herbal dress. It has herbs in those small glass parts on the dress, which are attached to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is
Actually,
Silvia Barbieri. Yeah. This one. Oh, I'm sorry.
Bless you.
I'm a little bit cold. Yes. I love this.
Yeah, it seems to be your favorite.
Yes, it seems to be my favorite because it's not comfy. It's only for making photos. It was very hard for me to sing in that in Israel. But it looks so futuristic, and the whole collection of Silvia Barbieri, I made few photo session of her dresses. Is so damn good, but it's for staging. Yeah.
Well, this was at the beginning of the tour.
Yes, it's from Belgrade designer Budislava. She makes those kind of I don't know, gray, white, and black outfits, and they're very elegant and a little bit avant-garde. And this blue dress is from Budislava too.
You mean this one
so
here, right?
Yes. So in Balkans you have those kind of designers who are a little bit different.
Okay, I think we missed a few, but if someone is interested, I guess they can also get in touch and ask you, because you were also keen to promote these artists or designers. That was basically the main idea we had.
The main idea, yeah. To promote young designers who make some different fashion.
Exactly. Okay, I mean, we can wrap it up since it's already 3:00. Although it is always pleasant to chit chat with you.
Let me see the comments. What
can
about
you see them?
futuristic Finnish dress?
Yeah, true.
Yes,
that one.
this one from Silvia Barbieri. Yes, kisses from Spain. Kisses to Spain. I love Spain. I have to go in Spain this summer again.
For vacation, not performing.
Oh my God, sorry laughing. Glad you're all right though.
Well, people seem to be serious about you, having a K-pop song. So I wouldn't exclude this option. Let's see.
Yeah. If there are some authors who can make me a K-pop album, I'm really open to do it. I'm so open for experimenting.
Yeah, glad you're actually mentioning this, because I've heard from some people, wondering what's going to happen with you. Are you going to record new songs, since you had the long break, 10-year break before, representing Montenegro? So I guess this invitation stands for everyone. If there is basically any author thinking, oh, I have a good song or interesting song for VLADANA,
I would love to listen them and think about it. Yes.
Okay. I have trillions of questions, to be honest, but maybe we can do this again some other time, maybe in 6 months, depending on what happens in your life. So let's avoid stretching the stream now. And pity we didn't have Darko or Mia Constructa, but maybe we will.
We picked Sunday, maybe because people want to rest. So Ronella Ronella, we called Ronella. She was very happy to do it, but she's in the plane for Milan now, so she couldn't participate. And I think everyone wants to rest a little bit from Eurovision, so we need to repeat this in a few months. So we can gather more artists.
Absolutely, we will probably have different occasion, different reasons to gather again and discuss.
Yes, Vladana, my favorite song from Sinner City is Monster. What is yours? Mine too. It's Monster, and it was about my sister who wanted to. I don't know. I can say that it felt that song was so spontaneous, and I was making fun of it, and in the end, it grew like a song. So yes. It sounds so alternative, but the song is raw true.
Yeah, if you didn't check this album, please do. Although it has been 10 years or longer, maybe, since you published that one.
To 12. No, yeah. 11. Sorry, 11.
Okay, since we're definitely coming to an end, I will let you say a few words, and we will end this stream. And I just want to thank you all who joined us and ask all these questions or send lovely messages. We will do this again for sure. So see you next time. And,
thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you for all your messages, for all your votes for Montenegro. I know that you're proud of me. I know that Montenegro is proud of us. So I'm hoping that Montenegro next year is gonna have a great performer again, and I'm hoping that I'm gonna be a Eurovision fan from now, together with my son.